Hey guys, my name is Adele. Welcome back to my channel. I know I've been away for a while, so let me go ahead and get you guys caught up on what I've been doing. If you guys have been following my channel, you already know that I've been studying lately. I took a break from YouTube because I was an
Take two.
If you've been following my channel, you guys know that I've been studying, so I had to take some time off to focus on that. I was enrolled in esthetician school, and I finished school. So now I'm studying for my exams, and I wanted to go ahead and go over a few things regarding esthetician school in case you guys have any questions. So I'm going to be looking down. I have some notes here. Just want to make sure I stay on task. So what is an esthetician? We use the Milady books. So the Milady definition is a branch of anatomical science that deals with the overall health and well-being of the skin, the largest organ of the human body. So pretty much we deal with the health of the skin and provide a variety of treatments through physical, manual, and chemical means. What is an esthetician versus a dermatologist? An esthetician is a specialist in the cleaning, beautification, and preservation of the health of skin on the entire body, including the face and neck. What is a dermatologist? A dermatologist is a physician who specializes in disease and disorders of the skin, hair, and nails. Why did I choose to attend esthetician school? I chose the school because I went to a makeup school in my past, and they had a Facebook group which I joined, and inside the group people were talking about esthetician, and I didn't understand what that was, so I did some research and I found out it was a skincare specialist, and I figured that would be right along the line of being a makeup artist. So I went ahead and did some research and enrolled into esthetician school. Types of career options as a licensed esthetician. You could be a salon or day spa esthetician, which is they are skincare specialists and consultants. They work at skincare salons or day spas and might work in hotels or department stores. You can be a clinical esthetician, also known as a medical esthetician. It involves the integration of surgical procedures and aesthetic treatments. They may work in outpatient clinics, dermatology clinics, medical spas, laser clinics, dental offices, or research and teaching hospitals. You can be a waxing specialist. They remove hair from the face and or body, mainly by using hard or soft wax by threading, sugaring, or tweezing. Brow specialists specialize in brow shaping or waxing, tweezing, and other extraction methods. You may find these specialists in a salon or within the makeup industry. They can be a makeup artist, someone who would have to understand color coordination, or they can be a manufacturer representative. They're responsible for selling products and training estheticians and other staff members on how to properly use those products, as well as how to retail and merchandise. And I'm going to place on the screen a variety of other professions you can take on as an esthetician. It's pretty much endless. You can do a lot as an esthetician. It's pretty much an open book. What was the most important thing that I learned? When I was in esthetician school, I learned that to always make your space a representation of you. There were times when I had to come in behind someone and clean up the room, and it was very frustrating to constantly have to keep doing that, but I realized soon that it made my clients who came in feel a lot better. It made them feel like they were in a clean space, a nice environment. And so once I realized how me just doing something as small as cleaning up a room, and not anything big, like maybe just taking out trash, maybe wiping stuff down, putting on new sheets on the bed, because the beds were already made, but sometimes I put on new sheets that I felt that they weren't up to my standards, just because if that was me coming into the room, I would want someone to take the time out and, put things in a representative way. So yeah. What advice would I offer to prospective students? To do your research. Definitely do your research, because there's a lot of people who are saying, oh, this school is a good school, this school is a good school. A lot of schools represent themselves as a top school, but you honestly wouldn't know until you do your research. Go ahead and look up the schools. Go on school tours as well and talk with the students that are there. Try to catch the students coming in and out of the school and see what their experience is. Ask them, do you think this will be a good school? Or ask them what they like about school and what they don't. But mind you, it is a personal opinion. So I would say ask more than one student, because some people don't want to do certain things. And like esthetician school, I had to do a lot of facials. We have to do a certain amount of services to be signed off on them. And I think we had to do about like 175 facials. And you have some students who don't like doing facials at all. They may just want to be like a lash technician, or they might want to do body contouring or something along those lines. So I would just suggest that you ask more than one student, and ask them, is this what they want to do? Or why did you join? Like, if you don't mind me asking, why did you decide to enroll in esthetician school? So do your research. Definitely, it will let you know if it's something that, if it's a school that you should enroll into. Also, make sure you can dedicate your time to completing the program and to take your state board exams as soon as you finish, because that information is still fresh in your mind. Esthetician school does require a lot of hours, and things happen throughout the year. Like during my time at esthetician school, I got sick. The school shut down due to a busted pipe. A lot of other things might come up in life. Maybe a death in the family, you need to take time off. Maybe you have kids and they got hurt, so you got to take time off, or you can't go to school that night. Or you just might have had a long week at work and it's just burnt out and you need a night off. So things happen. So make sure that if you can dedicate the time that you need to finish the program, because it is a lengthy program. You will learn a lot. A lot is required of you as a student. And mind you that your instructors do notice their hardworking students as well as the ones who are just trying to skate by. So try to make sure it works for you if you're going to enroll in it, and that you can also make up the time and make up the days as well. Also looking to see if there's a day and night program. Most schools do have that, but depending on your location, that may only be limited. Also, network with other classmates. My school offered skincare, massage therapy, and nails. So it's esthetician, a massage, and a nail technician. So I definitely networked with a lot of people at my school just for future reference. Example can be, let's say you're working on a client and they tell you, like, as an esthetician, you're working on a client, maybe giving her a facial, she tells you she has a wedding coming up. So you're like, well, I know you might be stressed. I could refer you to a massage therapist. Oh, you want to get your nails done? Well, I know a great nail tech. So that's a good way to collaborate with other people in your circle and bring in more clientele, because then that client may be like, well, I had a great esthetician and she referred me to so many great people and it really helped my day go smoothly. So definitely network. You never know what the future is going to bring. You never know what's going to happen once you get out of school, but definitely network. I always suggest that people network. What type of esthetician do I want to become? I would like to be a medical esthetician. So I'm, even though I'm done with school, I'm still studying for my exams. I want to do continuing education and take laser therapy, laser training, dermaplaning, a lot of other courses to pretty much build up my resume. What services did I learn in esthetician school? Quite a bit. I'm going to put them on the screen, but I'm going to just say a few. Acne treatments, advanced facial treatments, aromatherapy, advanced machines, chemical peel and enzymes, development of treatment plans, hydrofacial, among other. One of my favorites was learning how to do chemical peels was one of my favorites, and microderm abrasion is definitely one of my favorite services. It's very simple, but I really love it. Yeah. And LED treatments are always nice to have. So what is required to become an esthetician in Georgia? So I'm in Georgia, so I'm going to put a link below of a website that will provide some information. But what is to become an esthetician? You would need to be at least 17 years old, have a high school diploma or GED, complete 1,000 hours of class and hands-on training in a state-approved aesthetic program, submit proof of citizenship, apply for your license and pay a fee, and pass a criminal background check. If choosing to go the apprentice route, training is a minimum of 18 months and 2,000 hours. So the requirements vary from state to state, so make sure you do your research. Questions to ask during your school tour. You might want to grab a pen and pencil, but these are just a few. There's a lot more. Feel free to ask. Some of these may work for you, some of these may not. But these are things that I've learned. So questions to ask. If there's a particular area that you're interested in, how in-depth is the curriculum of that program? So I was interested in makeup and waxing. Makeup wasn't really in-depth, but luckily because of the teacher I had, we did have a very in-depth program. And that just went mainly because of the teacher I had. But other teachers weren't going in-depth as this teacher was. And waxing. Waxing was very in-depth. Definitely hands-on. I loved it. Also, you want to ask, is your school hands-on or is it virtual? Especially with the pandemic, I know some schools did go virtual. So you want to know, does virtual work for you, or do you need that hands-on one-on-one learning? And I definitely needed the hands-on. I went to a school that was hands-on. How often will you be able to actually practice those skills that you learned? So they can say, oh, they might teach you something. They might like get a week to learn it and that's it. Or you have the rest of the program to learn it and, do it. So you definitely want to know how often you'll be able to actively practice the skills that you're learning. What are the financial options for paying for school? Do you have to get student loans? Is it through the school, or do you have to go through a third party, such as the bank or another source? What is the attendance policy? Certain schools, if you miss a few days, they may drop you from the program. Or if you're late, you need to know what time you need to be in school before. So some schools may start at 9 and may give you a 15-minute grace period if you're not. So at our school, we had to clock in like on a fingerprint scanner. So if you don't clock in, let's say you passed after the 15 minutes, you will not be in class for the day. You may be marked absent. So definitely want to know what the attendance policy is. What is the percentage of graduates who make it to the end of the program? Because that will let you know how rigorous the program is and how students feel about the curriculum. And if a lot of students aren't making it to the end of the program, you might want to inquire about that school, why so many students are not making it, but you guys have a large enrollment of students, as opposed to a school that has a large enrollment or maybe a smaller enrollment and they have a 100% graduation rate. So you definitely want to look into that. How many graduates from the school go on to become licensed? That's very important because that also ties back to the curriculum and being ready for state board. Also with being ready for state board, does the school prep you for the state board exam? I noticed that my school prepped me, but some things were a bit different. So I resorted to other classmates who graduated before me and YouTube. That's pretty much what's been helping me. Along with my school, they did help and they did provide some things, but mind you that when your teacher may teach you things, it may have changed throughout the years if the school isn't updated. So there were a few things that were changed that I've learned from my classmates, but for the majority of it, our school gave us a pretty general outlook on the state board exam and what to expect. So does your institution provide material to take the state board? Do they provide you with the kit, or do you have to buy your kit or make your own kit? That's very important. My school did not provide us. They provided us with certain items, but not a full kit. And so, but they did tell us what was needed in the kit. So I went ahead and just made my own kit. And partnering with some of my classmates, like I said, who graduated before me, I pretty much made a decent kit. Okay, are there any incentives for having a good grade point average? Now, my school, if you met the grade point average throughout the whole semester, throughout the whole program, they paid for your state board exam. So they paid for my exam because I met the GPA requirements. Also, just check and I don't know if all schools do that, but you can definitely check and see if there are any incentives upon keeping up a certain GPA. Also, sorry guys. Also, if you lose something out of your kit, and what I mean by kit, for those of you who don't know or haven't been in a trade school, when you first start a trade school, there is a kit that they give you with items that you would need to use throughout the program. So also, what you wanted to know is if there is a fee for losing items in your kit. Sometimes people steal things in school. Sometimes things come up missing. Sometimes you misplace things, you lose them. You might mix them in with some of the school items. Point is, you're going to need to replace those items that you need for your kit, and you want to know how much it is. So I would suggest asking for a detailed sheet stating how much everything costs if it's not already given to you within your welcome packet. That way you can know throughout the semester if the school goes up on the prices, and if it's just cheaper for you to get it somewhere else, or if you need it, buy it specifically from the school, the item that you're missing. So you definitely want to know how much each item costs to replace in your kit if you're the type of person who may tend to leave things behind or tend to forget things, or maybe somebody just saw you when you wasn't paying attention and took something from you. It happens. Okay, so this is a disclaimer. I'm not a lawyer, but this is something I've learned. This is just a disclaimer. So when you first sign up for school, you'll sign a contract between you. It's like you'll sign a contract between you and the school stating these are the requirements, this is what I owe, or this is what I'm paying, all that stuff. So, and this is a program that you're signing up to do. So if it's like day class and you sign up to do 40 hours during the day, or maybe 18 hours during the day, know that once you sign that paper, that's a binding contract, and that the school cannot change those hours. They cannot say in the middle of the semester, okay, well, we don't have this many students coming in on this day, so we're going to switch class to this day. Now, what schools don't take into account is the schedule that you have and the things that you're taking, the responsibilities and stuff that you may have to deal with. So like, let's say you have kids, you may have pets at home, so you're trying to go to school during the time that fits you and fits everyone else in your life. And if your school decides to just change your schedule without asking you or seeing if it fits your schedule, they cannot do that because you signed a legal contract. Now, if they do that and try to force it, they have violated that contract. And you can speak to a lawyer about that. That's just a disclaimer. Like I said, I'm not a lawyer. So yeah, so that was some of the things that I've learned, and this is why I've been away a bit, because I really need to focus on school and focus on my state board exams. So I did take the written exam. I was 2 points shy and I failed it, and I was pretty hot for about a day and a half, but it's okay. So I'm over it now. I just want to study harder and go ahead and get my license. I do have my practical exam coming up, which I have been practicing for, and I'm pretty much getting ready for that. But I'll also show you guys what came in my kit, so stay tuned. So guys, this is my lash kit. I received 2 kits in school. One is a general kit, and one is this lash kit that's in Kabuto. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. So inside this kit, I learned, in school, I learned how to do individual lashes. So we got 3 different lash sizes here, a ring where you can put the glue at and you can work from there, and then a set of strip lashes. Next, have some little small sponges here. They're like almost like Q-tips, like the lip applicators, but they're a bit longer. And they're meant for your eyes. I don't want to touch them since they're still clean. Of course, spoolies to comb out the lashes. Have some smaller ones to clean up the glue and anything else. Have another set of lashes. And then I have some combs to then I have these combs as well to help. These were some lashes. I'm going to show everything again. I don't know if it was too bright to see. And then spoolies. The little applicators that look like lip wands almost. A random pair of lashes, and then some strip lashes, some individual eyelashes to do eyelash extensions. That's what it is, sorry. So yeah, I learned how to do eyelash extensions in school. It's not hard, it's just very time consuming, and you have to really have a lot of patience. And then it gave us a USB drive, which I haven't watched. I think it pretty much walks us through how to do the lash applications. So I haven't looked at this, but they taught us in school how to do lash applications, so that's something I learned. So that's another job you could take on as an esthetician. They also provided us with 2 eyelash tweezers. We have a straight one and a curved one, so one you'll separate the lashes with which is with the curved one, and the straight one you can use to place the lash in, or vice versa, whichever one works better for the technician. Next I have some covers that goes under the eyes. You'll put these under your eyes, under the client's eyes when doing their lash applications. So they're like little curved covers. That way, just put them right under the bottom lashes to protect the eyes. They gave us a variety of different glues, level 1 for volume, level 3, as well as a cleanser. Yeah, a foam cleanser. Give you guys a bit closer look at some of the liquids. So let's see, C2 sealer, level 3, volume, yeah, and a lash toner. And then these two are the level 1 and a gel remover. So yeah, level 1 and a gel remover. Before I continue to go on with the kit, just let me give you guys this disclaimer that there's a lot of people who know how to do lashes, but you're supposed to, in the state of Georgia, you're supposed to be licensed when doing lashes. If you guys have someone that does your lashes, make sure they're licensed. All that means that they've been through the program, they learn how to clean and all that. And there's a lot of people who are also putting on classes teaching people how to do lashes and do the correct way of doing them. The only thing is they're not they're not licensed, which means that if something goes wrong and they get sued or they get in trouble, they can lose everything because they're not licensed. But in the state of Georgia, you need to be licensed. So you need to make sure your lash technicians are licensed. So I have another set of lashes. So I turn the light down so you guys can see. These are the 9 or 14 millimeter lashes. Of course, little rings, you know, like this one, you put on while you're working on the client. You're doing your lashes, you get some glue, do what you need to do. So, it works in that capacity. This is also another one, which you can, another type of ring that you can put on your finger. The tweezers came in these cases. Then they gave us a nano mister. Quickly and effectively cure your professional eyelash. Adhesive while rehydrating lashes. Our ultra-fine mist will soothe and reduce irritations caused by lash extension procedures. So this is the nano. And you can charge it at the bottom, recharge it. The USB cord that comes with it. Turn it on, a blue light comes on. Of course you will have liquid in there and it will mist it. And you just twist it off, that's all. Blue light. So they gave us more little smaller ring dots, like additional sets, so you throw these out after you use them, or you can place them in these, Okay, actually that's what, so yeah, you could use it directly. So you could use the ring directly like I did because I was practicing in school. Or take some of these and put them in there, and that way you constantly are switching out between clients as long as you disinfect this. There's little cups here that you may want to put some solution in for cleansing and whatnot. And then there's a mini fan, which of course you want to use to help dry your lashes. So in my opinion, this was a pretty good kit. Oh, battery, I didn't take the, actually I could use this, so yeah. I guess my batteries are dead. Probably tested it out in school. Yeah. Oh, guess they're not. The fan you can use to dry your lashes. Switches on the side. Takes 2 AA batteries. Pretty simple. Now mind you, if you do lashes and you do like this kit, just look on Amazon and whatnot and research some of the items that you may have seen here that you would like to add to your kit. And this was pretty much my kit from school. Now this kit is the kit that I received for school. I'm not sure if everything's in here because I have been moving some things in and out, getting ready for state board and practicing. But I'll show you guys, well, some of the majority of the things that I received in this kit. And we also received a makeup kit as well, but the makeup wasn't, I wouldn't have put that makeup on my face. So once I finished school, I gave the makeup kit to another student to use so they can start practicing that particular part of the program. I didn't keep it. I have a brush like this. This isn't the brush, this is a brush from my makeup set, but I have a brush like this that I use in my kit for doing mask. When I do facials, I use a brush like this to apply the mask to a client's face. But I got that brush in my state board kit right now, so I'm not using. I don't have it with me in here. Received some of these. This was the makeup brushes they gave us. Turn this light down again. So these were some of the brushes that we received to do makeup. I used other brushes when I did my makeup. I didn't use these ones. So yeah. I was trying to save a lot of my stuff for state board, but I'm not using those anymore. I received this kit. This was the body brush kit. So these were brushes we used to do body, to do like body scrubs and what was it, back facials and stuff like that. They'll get a wider area. Turn the light down a little so you guys can see. So yeah. So these were some of the brushes that I use. I mainly use this brush a lot, this one. Or maybe one of the bigger, well, not this one. There was another brush that I used. I don't think that's not in. I'm missing. But yeah, I used some of those ones particularly for like back facials, large areas of the body when I was doing services. We received a mannequin head. So this is my mannequin for state board. I just put it in plastic. So it has a cover. The top cover is used for makeup, and which I'm not going to take to state board. I'm going to take the one, once I take this off, it's just a regular mannequin head. But this was just a cover to use to practice makeup on. But I have another mannequin that I've been practicing on. And when I get ready to go to state board, I'm going to just take this part off. But I'm trying to keep it clean for now, so I don't get any points off for not having a clean mannequin. So yeah, so that's another thing with school. If they give you a mannequin, make sure you have another one to use at state board, because you can't bring a mannequin that's already has makeup and such covered on it to state board. So this was a tweezer kit that I received. So I would use this for when I would do waxing people's lashes or tweezing. And then he gave us another set of scissors. And an extractor for comedones, which is when you get those little balls on your face or like little pimples and you squeeze them and like a white substance comes out, or a milky white substance or off yellow substance comes out. That's just the grease that's built up in your pores and it's hardened, and that's what's called a comedo or comedone. So that's what this is used to help get those out of your skin. And then I have some eyelash curlers, which was just given to my class for, you know, doing something good in school. I forgot what it was, but they gave that to us. So yeah, this is pretty much, I feel like there was more in this kit, but I really can't remember because I've been in and out this bag so much. I've had so much stuff in and out of it. But yeah, but I do like the bag. It's a pretty decent bag. Nets on the side, all clear. A small part on the front. So yeah, it's a pretty decent bag. And if I'm just doing something, I can always throw my books in here. So I also got 4 textbooks throughout the whole program. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. No, 5 textbooks throughout the whole program. And they were all my lady books. 2 books that came with 2 workbooks, and then an advanced textbook. So 2 textbooks with workbooks and 1 advanced textbook. So yeah. So if you guys want a video on how I packed my state board kit and how I condensed everything. So one of the most important parts I forgot about my kit was this daisy. So they gave us this daisy to help us with portion control. And it pretty much, I'll turn the light down. I think it's just way too bright. And so I think that way it teaches us how much product we need per client and when not to. And pretty much how to expand the life of your product instead of using it up. Let's say like you get a bottle this big, you don't want to end up using it up. Let's just say this was a product or something. You don't want to end up using this up in a matter of 2 weeks. So we learn portion control and how to make stuff like this last a bit longer. So yeah, if you guys would like a video on how I packed my state board kit for the practical part, just let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to hit that subscriber button and that bell so you'll be notified of when I drop new videos. And leave a comment below. Have you been to esthetician school? What did you learn in esthetician school? And what are some of the things that you liked? Or if you're thinking about it, what questions do you have? And I just suggest that you guys go in the comment section because it helps the community out who also visits my channel to watch this video. So thank you. Bye.